Hi, welcome to this chair yoga practice. Thank you for joining me. Just so that you know, today it's an hour's long practice. If there's anything that doesn't feel comfortable, you don't think is beneficial for you, then please don't do it. Skip that bit, fast forward it, do something a little bit different. It's absolutely your choice, your practice. Now, you may want to have a yoga block underneath your feet. I'm 5'1" and I find that my feet do dangle a bit on most chairs. So you want to have a right angle at the back of your knee. So you may be tall enough not to need a block, but see how it feels. If you haven't got a yoga block, then a cushion, nice firm cushion, can help as well. But ideally have a cushion or a block to hand for later on in the practice. So we're going to start with Shavasana, relaxation. So letting the feet rest onto the floor, the cushion, the block, whatever you've chosen. Turning the palms of the hands upwards. Allowing the back to rest into the chair. The shoulders to feel soft. And the backs of the hands rest on the thighs. And the body is supported by the chair. And if you're happy to close the eyes, please do. And starting to take a few slow breaths, a few full breaths. Often as the day goes on, the breath becomes shorter and shallower. If we're stressed, it certainly does. So taking extra time to draw the breath in, lifting the chest, expanding the tummy, to draw the new air in, and then letting the chest fall and the tummy release back, maybe even draw in as you breathe out. So focusing on this breath, this full breath, on the feeling of the body releasing, particularly with the exhales. The exhales being the rest and digest breath that allows the body to relax and release. You can notice you've got any busy brain, the thoughts keep coming in. See if you can just acknowledge them, push them to one side, keeping the next hour just for you, focusing on yourself. And if it feels comfortable to pause and hold the breath on full, maybe holding. And then at the end of your long exhale, again, maybe holding on empty. So adding these pauses if it feels beneficial. Again, a few more moments as you settle and release into the chair. Couple more full rounds of breath. And with your next exhale, allow the chin to draw down in towards the throat, getting that lovely stretch into the back of the neck. Roll the right ear over to the right shoulder. And just pausing there, letting the head hang over. Nice gentle stretch into the left side of the neck. Breathing in as you lift up, lift the chin. It's a feeling of the head going back, but the lift of the chin supports it. And releasing over to the left. And roll the chin back down to the center. Taking the head back over to the left. And if you want to increase the stretch just a little bit more, maybe use the left hand to the outside of the head, the right side of the head, draw it gently over. And again, a little bit more of a stretch by reaching the right arm wide. And releasing out, and lift up with the chin, bringing the head up, strengthening into the neck as well as stretching into the throat. And releasing the head down to the other side. And again, you've got those options to increase the stretch. Remember, if one side feels very different and you want to treat it differently, please do. It's nice to have symmetry, but sometimes we just have to accept that maybe the body isn't quite ready for that. And releasing out, taking the chin back in. Lifting the head up, turn the gaze towards the right. And then whilst you're here, dip the chin down towards the shoulder. A little bit of a gentle twist as well as a stretch. Lifting the head up, slowly turning forward, taking it round to the left. And again, once more, the dip down, the stretch and the gentle twist. And lifting up, bringing the head forward. Last time, taking the chin down. A little bit of a rock of the chin from one side to the other. It's like a very slow no shake of the head. If you feel any crackles and pops, hear any crackles and pops, that's fine. It's natural, but just making sure that it's not associated with any pain. And then bringing the chin back to the center, lifting the gaze up. So I'm going to move forward in my chair. I find I can get a bit more movement into the body that way, but if you feel that you would prefer to have the back resting on the chair back, then that's absolutely fine. See how it goes. Going to start by rolling the shoulders round, hugging them up to the ears and then pressing the shoulder blades towards each other. Nice big rotation into the shoulders. Again, shoulders very often click. But it's good to stimulate the circulation, to move the shoulders around. So if it's not painful, then just ignoring those clicks. And then taking the shoulders round in the other direction. And a nice big squeeze up, really hug the shoulders up tight, and as you let go, a sigh out through the mouth. Tight squeeze up. And once more. Lovely. Breathing in, lifting the hands up overhead or to wherever you're comfortable. Shoulders don't always want the arms to go up above the head. If they don't, adjust. Take the stretch that feels good into the shoulders. Next breath out, lowering the hands down in front of the heart. Full breath in, lift to your height, maybe lifting the gaze as well. And take that slow breath out. Once more, breathing in, lifting up with the arms, and exhaling them down in front of the heart. Going to take the arms out wide. Can be high, but if you prefer to keep them low, then that's fine. Going to move into the elbows. So the upper arm is staying as stable as you can, circling the lower arm round. And again, adjust the height of the arms at any time you wish as you circle the arms round. And then going to change the direction. Just notice, particularly if you've sat forward in the chair, notice if you're maybe starting to sink in, to roll in to the hips. Keep a nice lift through the spine, feeling the sit bones rooting to the floor. Little feeling of engagement into Uddiyana Bandha, the abdominals, to support the lift in the back. Pausing with the arms stretching out wide. Draw the palms towards each other, the little finger edges touching, opening the hands like the pages of a book, and then drawing the hands in front of the heart. Full breath in to lift, long breath out to lower down. This time fold the fingers around each other, turn the palms up, lift the palms to the chin, the elbows lift, and push forward. So getting a big stretch into the back of the body, shoulders to the ears, tummy back to the spine, curl over. And with your breath in, sit tall, lift the arms to the comfortable height and releasing them down. Full breath in, lifting up with the arms, and a long, slow breath out. Wrap the fingers around each other, hollow out the tummy, curl over, maybe taking the gaze in towards the tummy button. And then push through the sit bones, lift up tall, and releasing the arms wide. Once more. Stretching wide, lifting the arms up high, maybe the gaze, exhaling to release the hands down. Wrap the fingers, palms lift, elbows lift. Push the palms away. And with your breath in, sit tall and releasing the arms wide. And give the arms a little bit of a shake, releasing into the shoulders, bringing the palms out wide, arms outstretched, hands come forward, start to circle the wrists. So again, take your height of arm. If you want to lower the arms down because the shoulders have had enough or you think they're going to have enough shortly, then do lower them down. Rolling the hands round in the other direction. And then push the palms forward, fingers pointing towards the ceiling, getting the stretch into the front of the wrist. And then tuck the fingers down, getting the stretch into the back of the wrist. Lifting the fingers up, opening the palms as if you were pushing open a door, and then point the fingers down. One last time. And point the fingers down. Turn the palms of the hands upwards, little finger edges touching. Drawing the arms out wide, lift the hands up overhead and releasing the hands down in front of the heart. And taking them onto the lap, we're going to come into a few cat-cow curls. So with your breath out, again, go into that hollow curve, drawing the tummy back, taking the shoulders towards the ears, reach away with the hands, chin towards the throat, the chest. And with your breath in, sit tall. Lift and roll the shoulders back. Feel like the shoulder blades are squeezing to each other. Lift the chest, the gaze lifts if it's comfortable in the neck. And as you breathe out, curl over. Hollow out. And then breathing in to lift and open into your seated back bend. Couple more times, mobilizing through the back. Also getting that nice movement into the shoulders. Seeing if you can match the movement to the breath. If it doesn't, don't stress about it, but seeing if you can perhaps allow the inhale to initiate the lift and open to a back bend, and the exhale to initiate your cat curl. Once more, lifting up and opening into your back bend and releasing out. Full breath in, lift the arms up overhead. Exhaling, releasing the hands in front of the heart. Full breath in, lift and reach. Exhaling down. Once more, breathing in to lift. And releasing the hands in front of the heart. Taking them down to the thighs once more. And this time keeping them there. They're your support. You're reaching forward. So tilting over, not curling over. Almost as if you've got a ruler for a back. And then root into the feet, root into the hands to lift up tall. Lengthen forward, avoiding the temptation to curl. Shoulders are back. Feel like the shoulder blades are sliding towards each other and the waist. And then root into the feet, root into the hands to come up. 2 more times. Exhale as you go forward, feeling the tummy drawing in, creating the space to come forward. And push to lift up. Last one down, lengthening forward. And lifting up to seated. Full breath in, hands rise. Long breath out to lower down. Just the once this time. So coming onto the legs, move forward if you wish. Bringing up the right leg and just pause there a moment, holding and supporting the leg if it needs it, but maybe just letting the hands rest down. A little longer. If you feel you can lift it up a little higher, lovely. And then placing the foot back down. Lift up with the left knee. And again, if this side needs support, a little bit of assistance, please give it. Maybe bring the knee up a little higher. And then releasing down. Breathing in, lift the leg. Exhale, taking it forward. Right foot goes forward and starting to circle the ankle. So very much as we did with the wrists, circling round. Maybe the ankle's clicking, maybe it's not. And then circle the foot in the other direction. Watching for that sink into the lower back, into the hips, sit tall. And then bend the knee, bringing it in. Take the hands round it, hug it in, maybe drop the nose to the knee and placing the foot down. Left side, lifting up with the left leg. And then taking the foot forward, coming into your circles. And reverse the circle. Lifting up with the knee, taking the hands around the front, tuck down, see how close the nose goes to the knee, placing the foot down. And maybe that run through to release off and rest. Breathing in, lifting the arms, shoulders, opening up the front of the body. And as you breathe out, come forward, maybe pausing with the forearms on the hands down, maybe to your block, your cushion, maybe all the way down to the floor. Take the forward fold that feels good. Releasing into the back, allowing the arms to hang softly, the head to hang softly. Just pushing into the feet, slowly making your way up and settling upright. Lift up with the right knee, push the foot forward, and this time draw the toes towards the shin. Flex the foot, get the stretch into the calf, and then pointing the toes away so that you stretch into the top of the ankle, the front of the ankle. Draw the toes towards you, and then point them away. And one more time. Hug the toes inwards and point them away. Lifting up with the knee, maybe give it the extra hug and a squeeze, maybe nose towards the knee, and placing it down. Second side, lifting up with the left leg, take the foot forward, flex the foot, and then point away. Stretch the calf, stretch into the ankle, and once more in both directions. Lifting up with the knee, maybe give it a hug, and releasing out. Full breath in, lifting the arms up, exhale to release the hands down. Lift and roll the shoulders away, open the front of the body, and release forward. So if your back felt uncomfortable or if you felt dizzy in any way, then the full forward fold might not be the thing for you. So remember, you've got that halfway house. Nice stretch still for the back without coming all the way down. And bringing yourself upright. Full breath in and releasing the hands in front of the heart. So going to come back to the upper body, going to start to take a few rotations round, reaching back with the right elbow, maybe touching the back of the chair, lower body still, and then bringing yourself forward. Circle round to the left, again maybe touch the back of the chair, lower body staying pointing forward, upper body to the side, and release forward. So a couple more of these rotations, getting the movement just about the waist, feeling the muscles drawing in to open you to one side, whilst the other side stretches. Turning round to the right, the muscles up the right side of the body engaging to draw you round, left side lengthens, and turning forward. Left side engaging, right side lengthening, and releasing forward. Full breath in, lift the arms up overhead, and exhaling the hands in front of the heart. Hands to the lap, lift and open the front of the body, and taking yourself into your forward fold, whichever one feels good. And take a couple of moments, notice the breath. If it's become shorter and shallower in any way, make it longer, make it full. And starting to bring yourself upright, and coming to seated. Lifting up with the right leg, push the foot forward, nice strong flex into the foot, and you're going to draw the foot underneath the chair. So squeezing the foot all the way underneath the chair as far as you can go, and stretch the leg away. Draw it in towards you, feel the muscles squeezing into the back of the leg to tuck under, and stretching away. 2 more times, getting that squeeze, feeling the muscles working to pull the foot under, and then stretch the leg away. Last one like this, squeeze the foot under, and stretch it away. Bringing the knee up, hug it in, and then this time taking the hands underneath the thigh, maybe interlocking the fingers, supporting the leg. Flex the foot and just push the foot forward. It may go high, it may not, but aiming for a stretch into the back of the leg. And if you can lift it up a little higher, lovely, but always being mindful, working with the body rather than against it. Rebending the knee and placing the foot down. Second side, lifting up with the left leg, take the foot forward, draw the toes towards you, and then skim the foot back, squeezing it underneath the chair, and lengthen it away. Hug the foot back, and then releasing forward, and 2 more times. Squeeze into the muscles, and then stretch away. Last one, squeezing back with the foot, and lengthen away. Bending into the knee, taking hold of the knee, move the hands behind the thighs, support the leg, and see what happens on this side as you flex the foot and press the heel away. Again, give the leg a little time to adjust. And maybe you'll find it'll go a little higher. Might feel different on this side to the other. Again, we're often wonky, that's fine. Just bearing that in mind. And releasing out, letting the foot go back down to the block. Breathing in, lifting the hands up overhead. Exhale, releasing them down in front of the heart, hands to the lap. Lift and roll the shoulders, open up the front of the body, and taking yourself into your forward fold. Letting the back of the body soften, let the body drape over the legs, let the arms go soft if you're coming all the way down. And then rooting into the feet to work your way upright. Lift up with the right leg. This time as you take it forward, you're pointing the toes. So the knee, the ankle are going to stay as they are, and you're circling the leg round. So this is quite a tough one. So if you want to support the leg in any way, if you find that you do need to bend the knee, then please do, but keeping it as straight as you can. Circles don't have to be big, doesn't have to be fast. In fact, slow is probably better. Circle the leg in the other direction. And then making this the last one, lift the knee up, hug it in, and using the hands on the legs, circling once more into the hips, but this time supported, allowing the release into the hips. Couple more times in this direction. And then taking the leg round in the other direction. And we're going to come into a seated pigeon pose. It's aiming to open up the outside of the hips. Options. Maybe take the shin across the left thigh. And sometimes it can help to take the foot down onto the floor. If it is raised, just a little less of a journey for that foot to come up. If this isn't comfortable, you may want to come into a normal cross. And if this still isn't comfortable, particularly into the knee, then maybe just a slight cross of the ankles. So take your choice, see what suits you. Remember, any discomfort in the knee, then back off, take a different option. Sit tall with your inhale, bringing yourself forward. So again, the same principles apply. If you're not happy going all the way down, then maybe rest the forearms on the thigh. If you've got the open cross, maybe support the foot, the flexed foot and the knee. But equally, if it feels nice to let the arms hang down and the head hang down, come into your forward fold, feeling the opening also into the outside of the hip. And working your way out and placing the foot down. Same thing, second side, lifting up with the left leg, take it forward, point the toes. Ideally, the knee and the ankle stay still so that the movement is coming from the hip, the top of the thigh. Circling round, big circles, little circles, whichever feels right. Remember, option to support the leg, and then circling the leg round in the other direction. And pausing, bringing the knee in. I'm going to come into the soft releasing circles, using the hands to move the knee around. And circle in the other direction. And releasing. So again, same options, nice loose cross if you've got any issues with the knees, if you know that your hip's tight, maybe cross the legs, or maybe coming into the open cross. Sit tall, take the chest forward, lengthen forward, maybe leaning onto the legs, supporting the legs in the high option. And if you're happy to then release over and doing that, feeling the stretch, the opening into the outside of the hip. Rooting through the right foot, coming up, uncrossing the leg, whichever one you took. Full breath in, lift the arms up. Exhale to release them down. Hands to the lap. Lift and open the body. And coming forward halfway, maybe all the way down. With your inhale, bringing yourself up. Right. Full breath in. And this time you're going to open out to the right side. So the left hand comes forward, right arm goes back, getting that rotation in the body, arms stretching. Breathe in to lift and opening out to the left. Full breath in to lift tall, long breath out to rotate to the side. Breathing in, lift up tall, breathing out to the left. Full breath in to lift. And this time as you turn out, you're going to catch the back of the chair with the right arm, hook round, maybe use the left hand to the base of the chair. Just take a moment, knees pointing forward, use the chair, use the draw against the chair to maybe open just that little bit more. Chest facing towards the right, maybe the gaze going towards the back of the chair. Releasing forward, breathe in, lift the hands up overhead. And turning round to the left, and again loop the arm round the back of the chair, taking hold of the base with the right hand. Lower body pointing forwards, upper body to the left, maybe the head round to the back of the room. And releasing forward. Full breath in, lifting the hands up overhead. And exhaling, bringing the right knee in, hands come down to meet the knee. Push the foot away, lift the arms up overhead and release just the arms, the leg stays there. Lift the right leg out to the right, help it if you wish. Lift the leg back to the center. Knee rises, placing the foot down to the floor, your block. Lifting up with the left, bringing the hands down in front of the heart as the knee comes inwards. Push the foot forward, releasing the hands. Lift the left leg, take it wide. And lift the left foot back to the center. Lift the knee, placing it down. Full breath in, this time hands, knee, right knee come together. Exhale, the hands come down, the foot pushes forward. Keep the hands there, take the foot wide to the side. Bringing it back to the center. Lift the knee, lift the hands, and releasing out. Left knee lifts, hands join it. Exhale, hands in front of the heart, leg goes forward. Lift the leg out to the side. Remember, option to support the leg. You don't have to keep the hands in front of the heart. Bringing it back to the center, lift the knee high, reach up with the hands and lowering the foot down. Full breath in, lift the hands overhead, exhaling to release the hands down to the lap. Lift and roll the shoulders open and coming into your forward fold. So if you're staying in your higher forward fold, then for your twist, maybe taking the right hand to the right thigh to lift up with the right shoulder, opening the body to the right. And if it feels comfortable, the right arm goes up towards the ceiling. If you've come into the full forward fold, again, you still might like to start with the right hand on the thigh to open up. And then see how it feels if you lift the arm up overhead. Releasing out of the twist, both sides. Take the twist to the left. Maybe push against the left leg with the left hand. Maybe coming straight to lift the left arm up. And releasing out. Working your way back up. Lifting up. And with the next breath in, lift the arms up overhead and releasing them down in front of the heart. Full breath in, just the right arm comes up, take it over the right ear, stretch over to the left, using the left hand maybe on the chair for support, and releasing it down. Same side, lifting the right arm up over, stretch the right side of the body, and releasing down. Once more, like this, bringing the arm overhead, feel the length into the side of the body, and releasing down. Last time on this side, a little bit of a different option though, and this is an option, maybe stay here, maybe let go with the left hand and reach the right arm up. Feeling of stretching between the right fingertips and the left fingertips. Listen to the back. Back's working strong, the abdominals to support you here. And with your next inhale, lift the left arm up, bringing both arms up overhead and releasing them down in front of the heart. Taking hold of the right side of the chair maybe. Lift the left arm over, take your stretch. And as you breathe out, lowering the hand down. So there is a little bit of a rocking motion from one hip to the other. So take that nice big movement. Bringing the left arm over, stretch out to the waist. And releasing down. This time maybe take the option. Bringing the arm up overhead. And then perhaps the left hand stretches up and the right hand stretches down. And again, if this side doesn't feel comfortable, doesn't feel strong in this posture, then take it back. Start to hold the chair, bringing the arm overhead. Breathing in, lifting the right arm up. Exhaling it in front of the heart. Hands go to the thigh. Lift and open, roll the shoulders back. Exhaling into your forward fold, high or low. Coming into your twist towards the right, left hand stays where it is. Maybe the right arm lifts towards the ceiling. Lowering the hand back down. Opening up to the left and releasing down. Curl up through the back. Bring the arms up overhead and a long breath out as you lower the hands in front of the heart. So going to start to do a few lifts off the block or your cushion, whichever you have. And if it's a rectangle block, you can have it wide, portrait, landscape, or maybe have it lengthwise coming into that portrait position. So wherever you are, taking the feet to the outside of your block or your cushion so that you're supporting it there. Maybe have the hands on the chair, lean a little backwards, tilt a little backwards, it's your counterbalance, bringing the block, the cushion up. Squeeze into the legs, squeeze the feet to your block or cushion. Feel the abdominals working, Uddiyana Bandha. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. And then releasing the block down. Maybe a little bit of a run through just to soften off the legs. And coming back. So squeezing the feet into your block or cushion. A little bit of a tilt back, lifting up with the block. And then you're going to bend the knees, seeing if you can tuck the block underneath the chair or your cushion, coming into that squeezing back. A little bit of a bend in the knees so that you can really lift the block so that it doesn't collide with the floor. Stretching the legs forward. And then once more, hugging the block underneath. And this time placing it down, coming upright and taking your run through. So third and final time. And you can do either of the previous options, or maybe tilt back, lift up with the block, and then lifting up with the arms. Maybe staying there, stationary, with the chest lifting, gaze lifting, or perhaps tuck the block under the chair and then stretch the legs away. 2 more times if you wish, stopping if you wish. And with the third time, tuck the block cushion underneath, lowering the hands down if they're raised, and releasing out. Coming back to where you were before, feet on your block, your cushion or the floor. Breathe in, lift the arms up overhead, exhaling them in front of the heart, hands to the thighs. Lift and roll the shoulders, opening the front of the body, taking yourself forward into your forward fold, and then opening up into your twist from whatever height feels good. And then opening up to the opposite side and releasing out. Inhale to come up, hands rise, and exhaling them in front of the heart. So moving to the side of the chair, the right side, and the right leg goes wide. Now, depending on how comfortable that is, you might have the knee bent, you might have the foot a little bit forward. Take your comfortable position, seeing if you can push the little toe edge of the foot into the mat so the inner arch lifts, the leg strengthens. Left hand on the chair, coming into a deeper stretch. Reach the arm overhead, the right arm over the right ear. And then breathe in, lift it up, let the right hand go down the right leg, maybe lifting up with the left, stretching into the left side of the body. Exhale the hand down to the chair, reach over with the right. Inhale to come up, and taking your stretch, opening up with the left arm. Coming back over, bringing the arm overhead, and if it's comfortable to lower the forearm to the thigh for a little deeper stretch, maybe doing that. Reaching long, stretch up the right side of the body, maybe a little bit of a roll of the gaze and the chest towards the ceiling. And then lifting up, opening up the left side. Going to hold it for a little bit longer. If that's not comfortable in the neck, looking down to the right foot's a good option. And also maybe take a half bind, wrapping the right arm around the back of the body, reaching for the left thigh. And releasing out. Bringing yourself back to the center and over to the other side. So see what feels comfortable on this side. Remember, it might be quite different. As much as you can, push the little toe edge of the foot into the floor. Breathing in, take the left arm overhead, right hand on the chair. And breathing out, lower the left hand down the left leg. Right arm rises, opening into the side of the body. And releasing back down, rolling over, stretch up the left side, and then breathing in, opening into the left side. And the last one over. Remember, maybe take that option of the forearm to the chair. Extra big stretch if you're taking the option. And lifting up. And pausing a little longer with the right arm lifted. Maybe look to the left foot. Maybe take your half bind. And releasing out. Coming back to the chair, to the center. Breathe in, lift the hands up overhead. Just a half sun salutation, lowering the hands down in front of the heart. So if you do have a cushion or a block, you're going to get rid of it. Come to the edge of the chair. And you might find that the ankles go naturally underneath the knee. Walk them back a bit. So you've got a tighter bend into the knee. Breathing in, take the arms backwards and high, lift with the chest. And as you breathe out, press the chest forward, draw the hands forward. There's a feeling of almost lifting the hips up off the chair. And then lowering the hands down. Opening up. And drawing the hands forward. Again, that little bit of a push into the feet for a lift. And then sitting back down, hands lower. And this time, last one, a little bit more oomph. Drawing the hands forward, root into the feet. Lifting off the chair. And then push into the feet to come all the way up to standing. And releasing the hands down in front of the heart. So if you're happy to do the standing postures, then coming into standing, I've got a wooden floor, so I use a yoga mat. Just makes it a little bit more sticky, less slippy. If you're on carpet, you should be fine. And if you stand behind the back of the chair, holding onto the chair, I'm going to come to the side so you can see what's going on. Toes are pointing forward, feet nicely hips distance apart. Going to lift up onto the heels, lift the feet, and then roll through the feet, nice wide toes, coming up to the balls of the feet. And then sinking back to the heels, drawing back, lifting the front of the feet up, and then pushing forward, lifting up nice and tall. So a couple more of these. Warming up into the feet, strengthening into the feet, getting the mobility maybe more into the toes, the base of the toes, and coming back down to the heels. And this time as you lift up, pause there. You want to have a feeling of drawing the tummy button in towards the spine, letting the tailbone lower. And this might be where you want to stay with both hands onto the chair. If the balance is feeling good today and you want to take the hands away nice and slowly, maybe just keep a little fingertip there for security. Coming into your balance. Focus on your stable spot. And if you want to add arm options, lifting the arms up overhead, maybe taking the gaze up if you're feeling very strong in your balance. And then coming out, slowly hands coming in front of the heart if the arms are lifted, lowering the heels down, sinking into the feet, bending the knees, weight in the back of the foot in the heels, coming into your chair pose. So strong into the thighs, nice stretch into the calves, maybe bringing the arms up forward. Take them to the height that still allows the shoulders to be wide and soft. Don't create tension by trying to reach the arms up overhead. If that's not happening, if that increases the tension, lower them down, coming into train track arms. And releasing out. moving into tree posture. So you're going to turn out the left foot, weight is on the right, remember you're behind the chair. And again, if you know your balance isn't fabulous today, we all have off days, maybe keep the big toe on the mat, heel on the ankle, just above the ankle, and come into your balance here. If you want to lift the heel further up the leg, maybe a little bit below the knee, maybe taking the heel above the knee. Nice option. Again, that feeling of tucking the tummy in, tailbone lowering, and see how the balance feels. Bringing the palms together, if you wish, and taking your arm options, again, if you wish. And ankle wobbles are natural, it's the body adjusting to the balance, and it's also strengthening for the ankles. And releasing out. Holding onto the chair, take the left leg wide and bringing it behind the right leg, bend both knees, sinking in a little bit of a curtsy, stretching into the outside of the left thigh. And coming up tall, I'm going to move to the other side so that you can see the other side with the right knee turning wide. And again, see how it feels. You might lift the leg up high. You might have the heel just a little bit below the knee. And again, slowly see how it feels if you remove one hand. If you remove both hands, absolutely fine to still hold on. Feeling of the tummy drawing in, tailbone lowering, and perhaps the arm options. Again, wobbly ankles are fine, embrace the wobble. And releasing the hands down, holding onto the chair, stretch the right leg wide. And taking the foot behind, bending into the knees, take a stretch. Coming upright. And again, I'm going to move the chair, but you don't need to. I'm going to take a big stretch in downward dog. Walking the feet back, taking the arms overhead to hold on to the chair. Maybe the arms are alongside the ears. There's a feeling of the tummy tucking into the spine, pressing the legs away. So you're going for a box shape with the floor, stretching up the back of the legs. If the hamstrings don't allow it and the knees are a little bent, that's fine. Prioritize the length, the stretching up the back. And then a little bit maybe more of a bend into the knees, bringing the hands onto the thighs and perhaps staying here. Remember, if forward folds aren't your thing, stay here. If you feel happy to walk the hands down towards the floor, knees might be quite bent as you come into your forward fold. And you might find that little by little you can lift the hips up to create the space to stretch up the back of the legs. And then if the legs are straight, bend the knees, start to walk the hands back up, working your way out of the forward fold. Breathe in, take the arms wide and high. And a nice, long, slow breath out. And coming back to sit on the chair. So taking your block back or your cushion, if you had them. And settling into the chair. Let the whole of the back of the body rest into the chair. Let the palms of the hands turn upwards. Shoulders feel nice and soft. Make any adjustments to your position, any wriggles that you need to become comfortable. And then closing the eyes. I'm just going to do a little bit of a scan of the body. Seeing if you can soften between the eyebrows, widen the eyebrow center. Let the jaw release, maybe sliding backwards a little. Shoulders are heavy, arms are heavy, with the elbows resting near the waist. Feeling the whole of the back of the body rest into the chair, supported by the chair. The hips are soft, the legs releasing onto the chair. The feeling of even weight into the foot, the big toe, the little toe, inner heel, outer heel, all equally making contact with the floor. Maybe over the next few moments, start to take a little longer over your inhale. And then even longer still over your exhale. Perhaps counting the length of your breath in. And then add an extra count as you breathe out, slowing down. And then again, breathing in, maybe add a count to your breath in. Then maybe add 2 extra counts to your breath out. Lovely full breath in. And even longer, slower breath out, releasing out, letting go. And just noticing the soft, natural movement, the expansion of the body with your breath in, and the feeling of release, yielding, letting go as you breathe out. And maybe maintain this long breath. If you prefer just to release to a natural breath, then perhaps doing that. Take the option that allows the body to grow heavy into the chair, allows you to release. And with your next exhale, slowly lowering the head down, chin towards the throat. Gently roll the head over to the right and then lift the chin up, taking the ear, the left ear to the left shoulder and back to the center. Nice slow circle round, other direction. And back to the center. Head lifts upright. Give the fingers a little bit of a wriggle, maybe scrunch the fingers in and then shoot them wide, making fists and then stretching the fingers wide. And let the hands rest on the lap. Lifting up the toes, again, scrunch them, stretch them wide, wriggle them, and releasing down. Next inhalation, take a full breath to lift the hands up overhead and a long sigh out through the mouth. Full breath in. And once more. Bringing the hands to the brow center for kind thoughts, to the mouth for kind words, and towards the heart for kind deeds. Lifting the gaze. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Hope that you felt that was beneficial, that you feel more ease within your body, more ease within the mind. Please feel free to do this as often as you like and email me, contact me by Facebook if you have any questions or any requests. Thank you very much and hopefully see you soon.